going through abuse, and they think is right. They think it's okay for their boyfriend to call them negative words and dog them out and stuff, because it's in the music now. We have a call. But yeah, so we just need to make sure we educate ourselves, educate our kids. Good evening. Thanks for calling Real Talk 101.
Hi, Sister Laima. This is Coretta. How are you?
I'm great, Coretta. Thanks for calling in.
I was listening to the last young lady, and I saw that she spoke about physical abuse, and I would really like to touch more on verbal abuse.
Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Well, I want to say that people, and I'm saying people because this is not a subject just for women or just for men or just for adults. This is a subject for all ages. A lot of people don't understand that verbal abuse is just as deadly as physical abuse. Because when you've been verbally abused so much, you tend to hold so much of it in that it causes you to want to harm yourself. And a lot of people don't know that the Bible speaks on the power in the tongue. The tongue is one of the most deadliest weapons you can have. And calling somebody stupid, telling them they look a certain way, calling out their name, just even looking at a person wrong can cause hurt to them. And I don't think the world have grasped hold of that power that they have in the words that they say just yet. And I honestly feel like when you smile at somebody that's going through something, it changes the route that they decide to take in life. It just does something to the spirit. That mouth, the mouth that a person has, it holds so much power that a lot of us don't realize it yet. I personally haven't dealt with the physical part, but I have dealt with the verbal part. But I'm that type of woman that if you say something to me, I'm going to let you know how I feel about that, what you said at that moment, to nip it in the bud right then. I'm not going to allow you to tear me down because I know who I am and I know whose I am. So I also feel like if we get to our young people, not just our young girls, our young people, as early as possible to tell them that it's not okay to say these things to people. It's not okay to treat a person this way. And we can just grab hold of the situation before it gets to that point. Your kindergarten, your 5-year-old shouldn't be walking in class and telling this person that they're ugly because they can't afford the newest shoe. Your not even a 2-year-old should say to a person that they look this way because of the color of their skin. People, we got to grab hold of this situation before it gets too out of hand. And I honestly feel like if we as a whole was to sit and talk to each other the way we're supposed to be talked to, this world would be a better place. Because to me, the physical part, the verbal part starts before the physical part. You just got to be able to see it. You got to be able to see it when it's happening. Because I honestly don't feel like somebody just going up and say, bam, it just hits you. Before they say, I hate you, or before they say, you're not who I want to be with, or before they say, I only married you because of this. It's something that's there that you just didn't see. You didn't see, and don't allow a person to tell you, "I'm gonna love you to death." If a person tell you that, believe it. Believe them, especially how they say it. I don't want my husband to love me to death. I want him to love me to life. love me to life, baby. And that's basically it. I just feel like if you grab hold of that situation before we get that far, and I do understand that a person can be scared to leave because of the fear of hurt. Mm-hmm. And remember, like I said, the words they're going to say to you is, I'm going to kill you if you try to leave me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those were words that were said before it got to that point.
And some situation is sometimes we say stuff not knowing the person that gonna abuse you or are the abuser. They say stuff and they'll joke about like it's funny.
Yes.
And sometimes we gotta take
some things you can't joke.
Yeah, some things we have to really take it for what it is. That this person, they ain't joking. They might be smiling and laughing, but they for real. You know, they for real when they say, I don't want you doing this, I don't want you doing it, controlling. You know, so I agree. Verbal abuse is very deadly. You know, I too experienced verbal abuse, growing up. So I know because you know it stays with you. When you come out of verbal abuse, it stays with you. You remember that thing. I don't care how old you are. You remember what that person said to you. That's why I say in the Bible, the words have power. That tongue is a deadly thing, because once you put it out there in the airways, you know, it's like our brains record those things.
Yes, and I honestly feel like if you don't tell that person how you feel in that moment when it was said, it's going to eat you, and it's going to eat you, and it's going to cause stress, and stress kill.
Yeah.
Speak love into yourself. Speak life into yourself. Speak prosperity into yourself. If there's nobody else out there to speak it into you, speak it into yourself.
I just think we need to educate ourselves, educate our kids, the signs of what abuse is. Even sometimes the kids think they're playing when they say little stuff, but sometimes we gotta tell our kids, no, that's not how you talk to that person, because they think that as they become adult that they can say those same things to people. No, we have to stop it. We have to stop it right then and there, because we think abuse is just something little, but it becomes a giant. It started off as a little person, but then it finishes as a giant, because that person as a kid, they're gonna think it's right to say, I can say whatever I want to say. No, you can't.
And we as being, we think it's funny when a little bitty person says, "Ooh, you ugly." That's not cute.
No,
it's not cute at all.
Because that other child is, because they're not thinking about that other child, how they're making that child feel. So
we just gotta grab hold of it. We got to grab hold of it.
Kids cussing, you know, that's another abuse. You know, kids, you know, cussing, and then there are adults cussing, you know, and we really have to be in tune of what we are doing around our kids, what we're doing around ourselves, because like I said, it's recording. Our brains record those things.
Yes. And that's basically all I wanted to call in and say. I just want the world to love themselves. Everybody that's listening, go to your mirror right now. When you wake up in the morning, say, "Girl or boy, or man, I love you. You just so beautiful." If don't nobody tell you you're beautiful, tell it to yourself.
Get around like-minded people. Get around people on that same mission. You know, that understand the power of the tongue, the power of abuse.
Yes.
So we all can, because you know it's. You know, sometimes we just sit back and just let things happen. Like we sit back and just let, you know, you see your loved one going through abuse. You see what your child is doing by abusing this other child, or at school bullying and abusing. Because bullying is abuse.
Yeah, you can tell the difference in the way a person's personality change when there's something going on into their life. If this person is bubbly, have to go looking one day, and then the next day they down and out, is something going on. Step to that person and say, "Baby, is you okay?" You be the person that put your arm around that person and say, "I love you." Today is going to be your day. Well, again, words have power. They can be a negative word, or it can be a positive word. Speak life into others, because what you do for others, especially if it's positive, God will do for you.
Yeah, but if you send out negative is gonna come back to you.
Yes.
It's gonna come back to you. So, like I said, Coretta, I thank you for calling in. Giving us your input on abuse, and I agree. Verbal abuse it start off with verbally, then it comes to physically and mentally, and then next thing you know, it's on a whole nother level, trying to get you. Now it's time you gotta escape from it.
Yes.
And escaping it's not easy.
Yes. Yeah. And thank you for having me tonight.
No problem. Thank you.
Have a blessed night.
You as well. Ta-ta. Another great call. That verbal abuse, that's a beast. And we have to deal with these things, because in reality, abuse, we got to stop thinking that abuse is what is on the media, what is on the TV. No. We have to really, understand what abuse is. And how we understand that is really open our eyes and seeing it right in front of our face. Not what's on TV. Or what these celebrities doing, because most of this stuff is all acting anyway. It's acting. We really have to deal with it in our communities, in our schools. That's reality to me, because you're seeing it, you're dealing with it. You know how to, you're seeing it for yourselves. Not something that you see on TV and you the person that ain't never seen it in real life. You never been through it. So you really can't really tell me nothing about abuse if you ain't seen it for yourself or you went through it. Can't tell me anything. I seen it, went through it, still do see it. And so that's the reason why I decided to do this topic about abuse, because a lot of people don't talk about it. A lot of people are ashamed to talk about it. A lot of people feel like it's not a big deal, but in reality it is. You got this lady, the lady in the news that lost her kids because of abuse. Because she didn't leave. She lost her kids. She had to see her kids die right in front of her face because of the abuse, because she did not leave. So I just want to encourage women's and men's and that are going through abuse, children, to educate our kids. The abuse is not cool at all. Verbally, verbally, you got abuse in the church. Well, you have folks, abusing people in the church as well. So abuse is it don't have a it's not just a woman thing. And like she said, it's not just for women. Abuse is a people thing, a community thing. I don't know how to label it, but it's negative. I know that, So I just pray that we deal with it and stop throwing on the rug thinking that it's just gonna help itself, which is not. It's not gonna help itself. The more that we put it out there, the more that we'll be exposed to it. Just like how they put out the news consistently, how they put out this news consistently, how they put out the reality shows consistently, and you seeing how it's transforming us. Because they're consistently putting it out there. But if we consistently put out the stuff, the reality stuff that we're going through, then it will be exposed. More help. More people will be healed. More people will be helped if we continue to put this stuff out here and just stop. 1 minute we are putting it out there and next day move we ain't dealing with it. But these folks, the media folk, they already on here to the game. They already know what to do, how to attract people, how to mold people to think the way they think You know what I'm saying? So we as a people, and we got to really expose these things that we are dealing with in our community, and abuse is one of those. And sometimes you don't even see abuse. It'd be